How's it going, JB? St. Francis are in Virginia. How much did you know about the USC Clemson rivalry? Did you pay any attention to it, watch it on TV, anything?
No, I actually don't. I didn't pay attention to it at all, honestly. I know it's intense now that I've gotten here, but leading up to getting here, I didn't watch it. I didn't really have much information and knowledge about the rivalry.
Jason, what have you seen from Clemson on film now that you've been able to kind of break them down? And how big of a challenge is it going to be, knowing that you guys are going to need to pass the ball to probably win this one?
It'll be a challenge just like every other game. They're really good up front, and they have some good DBs, and they're going to make plays. They're a good football team, so they're going to make plays. We're going to make plays. It'll just come down to competing harder and winning on one-on-one matchups on the outside, on the perimeter, when they man us up, getting their four look and whatever looks they get into, when they blitz, picking it up, just those type of things. And if we do that more than they do, then we should be all right.
Jason, you said you didn't have much knowledge of the rivalry before getting here, but now that you're the starting quarterback for South Carolina, what are you hearing from folks on campus or just when you're out and about in town?
Just how intense it is and how everybody wants to win this game. It's another game, but it's not another game at the same time. It's one of the biggest rivalries in college football that I've learned since I've been here. So I just want to be able to go out there and do everything that I can to help this team win this game this Saturday.
Jason, I don't know if you've had a chance to be able to meet Steven Garcia, but he was someone that used a very similar play that you do, or at least, in terms of trying to spin out. He talked about the difficulties of how sometimes, it's more of a feel thing. Is that something that you've done pretty much your entire football career, and how difficult was it, or was it difficult at all in terms of trying to figure out when to use that a little bit more based on last week, and how have you been able to kind of work that into practice and stepping up in the pocket more?
I would say it's definitely more instinctive, but sometimes, like last week in practice, I worked all week and stepping up in the pocket instead of trying to get out and make plays. Because, if you look at the Missouri game, I did it a few times and was able to get away from pressure when I needed to. But there was also times in that Missouri game that I completely messed us up in everything that we were doing. And I would escape too soon, cause pressure on myself, and not complete a ball at all. So just knowing that teams are going to game plan for that now, just because, we play this game at the highest level in college football. So I know people are prepared for that now, so in the back of my mind, I'm always thinking that as instinctive, but, I'm going to have to step up and make plays, so I just got to get a feel for it, and I think I had a feel for it in Auburn because I actually don't think I spun out one time, so I think I did an all right job that week.
Who were y'all's main rivals at St. Francis, and how did you play in
At Chancellor, our rival was Cortland. And we actually didn't beat them until my senior year. Senior year, which was tough. They were a really good team. And then our rival at St. Francis was Duquesne, and I actually never beat them. So hopefully this rivalry can change, and I just want to be able to do everything that I can in order to flip the script on that.
Shane talked about how multiple Clemson is on defense and how they do a bunch of things from different formations. What do you see out of them? Is this one of the more challenging defenses just from what they do that you've gone up against or seen?
Yeah, they line up in a bunch of different things, and they bring a lot of different pressures from a lot of different looks. So we just have to focus in on those looks. We're not going to be able to pick it up all the time, just because that's how they are. They're going to make you think it's coming from this way, and they're going to bring somebody from the opposite side. So it's not going to be perfect all the time, but, we have a few days here to prepare. So we just got to stay in the film room, get communicated well, and be on the same page, me and E-Doug and all the offensive linemen and the running backs and who we're supposed to block in pass protection, so I can have the most time to make a play in the pass game.
Jason Satt said he was joking with you earlier this week, I guess, that if you got to win over Clemson, it'd be a pretty good couple of wins in your first 4 starts. But just when you look back at the last month and what it's been like, and now heading into your 4th start, just how would you kind of describe what it's been like, and from I guess 3 weeks ago to now, how would you kind of describe that time period?
It's just everything you dreamed of as a kid. I started playing when I was 5, and of course my dream then was to go to the NFL like it is now, and then being able from going from Chancellor to St. Francis, playing there, doing well at St. Francis, and then having the opportunity to come here. I mean, you dream of playing at the biggest stage in college football, and just the fact that I'm able to do that now, and I've led the team to a couple wins, and I mean, it's just an amazing feeling because that's just everything you dream of, and just see all the hard work finally pay off is just an amazing feeling for.
Jason, a couple guys in here yesterday were talking about how big a win Saturday would be for the program and the momentum it's created. What do you think it would mean to get this win, stop the streak, and then obviously carry some of that momentum into a bowl game in the offseason?
I think it would be huge. I think it could help this program for a while, just seeing that we're competitive, you know. And I think it'll help, like you said, the program in the long run, as well as like recruiting and things like that too. So I think it'll definitely be huge, especially heading into the bowl game, because if we win, I mean, we'll have all the confidence going into the bowl game as well with whoever we play. So it'll definitely be huge to get a win Saturday. Appreciate y'all.